We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go,
and
now.
the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Seahawks at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Walker once more. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
18, pioneer.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 65 catch.
Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18, go!
They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 40 yards out. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Good for Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Rick Woolen in on the stop.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Coach. Hey. Come back.
Here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Riley for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go. Let's go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70. 60 Vikings. 60 Panther 11. Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stephanie! Rambo 80!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 95 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked, fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw again.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
The gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Seahawks 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Murray now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Omaha, 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 Omaha.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Play fake. Murray. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. 2-2. 2-2.
To throw, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On play action, it's Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Murray looking to change the play here. On 3rd down, here's Benson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A gain of 10 yards.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Warriors, 70. Come on. Set. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Get up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Takes it to about the 37.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Second down and 8.
From the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Murray changing the play. On first down, it's Benson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Zone read, here's Benson.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 41-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Murray going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Oh, nice move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 8.
Back to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Walter Nolan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get smart that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
There he goes up the right sideline.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A game there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Big ace, big ace. 2-2. Buzz. Come on. That's 1. 2-2.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Who you got?
Now a toss left side for Benson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Big ace, big ace.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
They run over center with Benson.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Okay, break.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And got his man complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. That's caught. And they will get back to it in one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Still going.
Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey McBride.
68 yards.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Ryland on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go, check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Troy Horton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score.
Cardinals 44, Seahawks 36.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Close. 13.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
42-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Another run here with Benson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray. That is intercepted.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Seahawks will line up for the
Pass the
2-point
60. Pass the
conversion.
60.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Chop 60, chop 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Go!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Murray.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st down.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.